Up next, for the Raptors, the momentum has been in their favor. They've incurred only one loss in the last 6 games, putting the rest of the league on alert. Just moments away, right after this. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, and the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Ayton is out there with Rob Williams. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Barnes in at the 3. And for the Nets, the guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. And Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with the good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Tip-off goes to Brooklyn. Here's Schroeder. Boy, he just disappeared against Dallas when they needed him the most. Here's Simmons. Williams with the block. And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Ayton. Barrett's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Raptors. Quickly against Schroeder. Here's Simmons. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. From 15 feet away, a nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovich is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
Now, here's Quickly. We're about 1 minute into the first, and the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Barrett. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Pocket 6. Thomas trying to break loose. Good defense by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And Simmons kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Bogdanovich. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Toronto shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That's good from Barnes.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Now here's Schroeder. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. On the wing quickly. It's hauled in by Claxton.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in there.
One has allowed fewer points since the All-Star break than these teams you see before you now.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Schroeder against Quickly. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Schroeder. Fires away from outside. Toronto grabs the miss. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Raptors getting the bucket. Offensive rebound. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Quickly after Ben Simmons' miss. Quickly against Schroeder. Quickly the pass to Barrett. The dish to Barnes, and stolen by Thomas. And here we go. Simmons finds Schroeder. Back to Simmons. Outside for Thomas. Over Quickly. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Toronto. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Here's Barrett. And the rejection by Claxton. To the middle. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Schroeder.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Schroeder against Quickly. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And they've done well in taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Thomas. Outside Simmons. Outside Thomas. They get a hand on it. Quickly with it. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that Wizards game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Fires from 14. Can't hit the putback. Here's Toronto now. Big run right now going for him. 11-2. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
It's Thomas on the wing. And Brooklyn turns it over again. All right, a chance to check out stats for Emmanuel Quickly. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Pass to Quickly. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that play.
And it's blocked.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Clowney's checked in, and Johnson subbed in for Bogdanovich. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. They get it back, and Claxton throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And the shot goes in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Top of the key, Claxton. Pass to Clowney. Back to Claxton. Got a hand on it. Raptors leading by 9. Now, here's Quickly. He's got 8. The 11-footer. And the rejection by Claxton. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. So for the Nets, Jock Landale's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Raptors, Rupert's checked in, and it's Mitchell in for Quickly. Murray outside. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
It's the Nets now. Passes it to Bassey. Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Johnson. Pass to Rupert. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Basketball.
Nets trail by 12. Johnson surveying the floor. Kicks to Williams. From the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. And it's good for 2.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Johnson outside. Outside Williams. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Rupert. Scoreless thus far. And they pick up 2. And the Raptors lead by 14.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now here's Williams. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Clowney. 5 on the clock. Johnson, that's for 2. Bassey pulls it in.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The results speak for themselves.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Toronto.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Free throw good, Murray. And so Murray nails both of them. Here's Johnson. Still yet to score. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Right at the free throw line. Pass to Landale. Here's Clowney.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. And Williams lays it in. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Mitchell dishes to Murray. Over Williams. And again, Toronto no up.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Basket counts.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Toronto leading by 12. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
For Toronto, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That one is off. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Raptors. Good on the second free throw. Now Williams. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Passes it to Williams. Fires the three. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Mitchell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Williams. He's got 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Landale. Back to Finney-Smith. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Here's Landale. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Here's Mitchell. Puts up a deep three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Raptors out in front, up 10. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Clowney in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Barnes. A 17-point game for him in the win against Washington.
Yeah, but I thought the shot blocking was the real story. I mean, he was just everywhere. It got hard to keep track of all his rejections.
Here's Johnson. After the basket by Davion Mitchell. It's Schroeder with the drive. Makes it off the glass.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Barnes up top, tipped away. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
That's good from Barnes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Cameron Johnson. Barnes hits them both. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Nets. It's a 14-point game. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Claxton. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by Barnes. And stolen by Barnes. Going inside, uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got 9 points.
The defense could not keep up with Barnes on that drive. He just took it right to him.
The pass to Schroeder.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First personal foul. First team.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2. Dennis Schroeder.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Schroeder. The Raptors making a switch here. Cassie's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
He kicks to Mitchell. Down low. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Claxton. To the inside. Here's Bogdanovich. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Barnes. Toronto leading by 14. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Barrett. Thomas grabs the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Rebound by the Raptors. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Timeout called, the Nets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah.
In for Davion Mitchell. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Cameron Thomas.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
And here's Schroeder. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bogdanovich wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight. Raptors leading by 13. Quickly with it. He's got 8. Right side Barrett. It's hauled in by Thomas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, the Raptors. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And right now for Brooklyn, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
Well, they've created their own breaks because of how well they played throughout the entire season. But now is when things start to get really tough.
Toronto, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Passes to Bassi. Barrett against Thomas. And it's denied. And they'll get another chance. Bassi knocks down the 3 ball. Bassi's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Nets trail by 14. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Awaiting Robert Williams.
Thomas passes to Schroeder. Back to Thomas. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the rejection by Claxton.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning.
Look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Schroeder passes to Thomas. Schroeder against Quickly. Left block shot on the way. Bassi pulls it in. Toronto leading by 16. Here's Barrett. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Thomas. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Thomas got 6 points.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max change here.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, one of the better three-point shooters in pro basketball. He's killed it from downtown every time we've watched him. Very impressive. Back to Finney-Smith. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Raptors leading by 18. Now, here's Quickly. Williams kicks to Quickly. The pass to Murray. He takes it in. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Nets trail by 18. Bogdanovich looking around. Outside for Simmons. Six to shoot. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Quickly against Thomas. Floats it up for Williams. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now, Finney-Smith. Pass to Landale. Good, nice job down low.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Williams finds Quickly. Knocked away and stolen by Simmons. It's rebounded by Quickly.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And that one's good, Bessie.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, no good.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Williams comes in for Thomas. The Raptors also with a sub. Edey's checked in. And he sinks the second. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
And Toronto making a change. Fernando's checked in.
Bruno Fernando.
Pass to Murray. Out to the right wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's quickly for 3. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Mitchell, he's checked in for quickly.
At the line one time.
One shot.
That one misses for Williams.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
From outside the arc, Edey, it's good on the putback. Edey's got his first points of the night.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Williams looking around. Here he goes. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got his third basket of the night.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Pass to Rupert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Smith. Second personal foul. Team second.
The Raptors have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9.
Rupert. Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Nets trail by 17. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Putting up about 18 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. 1:53 left to play here in the half. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Mitchell passes to Fernando. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His third personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting for the away team, Bruno Fernando. Shooting 2.
Shot.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. There's 1:38 left now here in the second. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. And there's the pass to Johnson. Williams with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Johnson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
And he makes the first. And so Murray nails both of them. So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 18. Pass to Johnson from deep 3-point land. An absolute pound from 3-point range. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. Pass to Rupert. And the Raptors miss again.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Williams. Back to Bogdanovich. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Edey. It's blocked. 4 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Edey's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Williams. Off target from the wing. And so it's Toronto out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Raptors, Kenny, give us your take.
By looking at their free throw numbers, you could tell they're playing physical ball. They've been active, constantly pushing the action and drawing the contact. It's given them easy points and put them in control of the game.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting them, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bojan Bogdanovic with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So for Toronto right now, Rob Williams is out there with Barnes. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Brooklyn on defense. 17-point game. Williams passes to Ayton. Over Claxton. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Robert Williams.
Team foul.
And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the help and being in the right situation.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And here is Quickly. Passes it to Barrett. Again with the block. Making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. The pass to Bogdanovic. No good with the triple. Raptors leading by 16. The feed to Barnes. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Barnes has got 11 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Claxton. Bogdanovic up top, covered by Barnes. Barrett against Thomas. Ayton trying to break free. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 12.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Pass to Simmons. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Nets have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
At the line, Ben Simmons. At the line 1 time.
One shot. One shot.
That one misses for Simmons.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Passes it to Schroeder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2, Dennis Schroeder.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. Schroeder hits them both. Toronto leading by 18. Barrett with the bounce pass. Here's Barnes. Brooklyn with the rebound. Bogdanovich with it. He's got 11. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the paint, just 5 to shoot. And Claxton throws it down.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Barnes against Bogdanovich. And that one is good. Barnes has got 13 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the pass to Bogdanovich. Williams with the block. Schroeder against Quickly.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Second personal foul.
2 shots.
Team second.
Foul. 2.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Emmanuel Quickly at the line with 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So for the Nets, Clowney's checked in, and Johnson subbed in for Bogdanovich. And quickly drops them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Schroeder passes to Claxton. Locked loose. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Barrett slams it in.
And this is the type of two-way threat Barrett can be. It's about being engaged on both ends.
Pass to Claxton. Some solid defense from Ayton. Raptors leading by 22. Lob pass to Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Have to be aware of Barrett. He's solid at recognizing when it's time to go for the alley-oop.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Pass to Thomas. Five to shoot for Barrett.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Now off the inbound, and there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Ayton. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong.
Got some numbers for Barrett. He's been a factor for them over the last month, averaging about 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Passes it to Schroeder. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
God, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Barnes outside. Rebound by Johnson.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Schroeder kicks to Johnson. Pass to Clowney. Now the pass to Schroeder. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Thomas. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Nobody near Schroeder. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Toronto leading by 22. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes. Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
And Team
Glendale's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in for Dennis Schroeder. Mitchell against Williams. Pass to Williams. Pass to Edey. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Williams inside, covered by Mitchell. Now Finney-Smith. Doesn't go for him. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 12.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Williams can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And that one's good, Mitchell.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
But net shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days, and Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Mitchell against Williams. Pass to Rupert. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Rupert's got his second bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Williams against Mitchell. Now here's Williams. He's got 9. Inside, Landale, and he pings it home with one hand.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Mitchell against Williams. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Edey. Mitchell outside. Over Johnson. Here's Edey. Here's Rupert from past the arc. They get it again. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Edie. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Raptors. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Williams. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Johnson. Back to Williams. Again, the Nets for 2. And here is Mitchell. 14 points for him. The pass to Fernando. He dishes it to Murray. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Outside Williams. Back to Johnson. 1:43 left to play in the third.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Johnson. Edie can't hit. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 47% from the field in the third. Johnson outside. Back to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Finney-Smith. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Here's Mitchell. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got 9.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Murray outside. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Basketball.
Simmons checked in for the Nets. Shake Milton comes in for Johnson. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Toronto. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Williams. Just 3 on the clock. The shot off that time. And so it's Toronto having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Nets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. We've got Williams. Right head out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Sharp and it's Simmons in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Stolen. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Shed. From outside, off the mark. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Down low, pass to Milton. And here is Williams. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Williams. Here's Shed. Lets it go from 11. The rebound by Sharp. Simmons looking around. Rebound by the Raptors. Fernando's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Rupert. Defended by Sharp. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Shed. And again, Toronto no up. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Throws it up high. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Shed. Pass to Rupert. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. He hits both from the stripe. Toronto leading by 23. Quickly with it. Outside Barrett. Driving in. Rebound Brooklyn. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts. It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Milton against Quickly. Milton the pass to Williams. Clock at 4. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barrett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing quickly. Can they get it? And again, Toronto no up. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Shots good by Whitehead.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Quickly the pass to Williams. Dishes to Barrett. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's 18 points for R.J. Barrett.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him. Pure determination here, guys. A 4th quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Here's Barrett. Outside Williams. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Williams can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. A pull-up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Barrett's got 4 points this quarter. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Toronto?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring.
Team foul. Robert Williams, his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Shake Milton, stepping to the line with 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Clowney's checked in, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Whitehead. Now, quickly. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Schroeder against Quickly. It's tipped.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Barnes down low. He's against Williams. Barnes can't get it to go. Outside Williams. Pass to Clowney. Here's Milton. Barrett covering. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Fernando's checked in.
Bruno Fernando.
Here's Milton. Outside Williams. Here's Clowney. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Milton. Off target from outside. And so Quickly will bring it up for Toronto. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Yep, it counts.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Schroeder against Quickly. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Takes it inside. Out to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Here's Heaney. They shoot again, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Simmons checked in for the Nets. Cameron Thomas comes in for Shake Milton.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the player.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Claxton the pass to Williams. Not going to go that time. Murray with the defensive effort. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Quickly in the corner. Pass to Rupert. And the three ball is good.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Burnett shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Simmons passes to Claxton. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And Brooklyn has possession. Schroeder passes to Thomas. That's tipped. And he gets it back. Schroeder against Quickly. A second chance effort, and it's finished off inside by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Quickly the bounce pass. Passes to Fernando.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Outside Williams for the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Edey's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength. for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. There's the pass to Williams. Driving to the basket. He feeds it to Simmons, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
To the away team.
Raptor shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Quickly the pass to Bassi. Schroeder against Quickly. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Schroeder. Outside for Thomas. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. From deep three-point land, Fernando pulls it in.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Rupert. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. So long.